right, so by request, we're going to talk about the footwork on the return of serve. When you think of the great returners, Andre Agassi, Novak Djokovic, Andy Murray are all in that category. And there's specific things that they do really, really well. For one, they're going to creep. For two, they're going to split step. For three, they get the outside leg going in the right direction much quicker than most people. And they pick up the direction of the ball very quickly, so they're able to move in that direction. And it has to do a little bit of anticipation and what they're seeing at the angle of the racket at contact. But what we want to make sure we're doing is that if we're returning serve, we're not right on the baseline at first. You want to be a little bit behind the baseline, okay? Because you want to make sure you have time for a creep into the return. So what you usually see from these good returners is that they have a very wide base and they're pretty low to start. And usually it's more of a staggered stance. It may be their left leg's forward, it may be their right leg's forward, whichever one they feel more comfortable with. But what you'll see is that right before that split step, they get a creep, okay? And it's usually as the racket is kind of going back in this position, they get the creep, and then right before the player makes contact with the serve, you'll see the split step. So that's going to be the timing of what we're looking for. So again, wide base, staggered stance, you're going to see this creep, you're going to see the split. Outside leg is going to go first, depending on what side that return is going to. So outside leg, and then from here, sometimes on the return of serve, you don't have a lot of time against a real strong server. So you're going to see more of an open stance sometimes on the return, and also a shorter backswing. You don't have time for a big backswing if the ball's coming at you quickly. If it's coming at you slower, two things you might want to be able to do. Step into the return, okay? Or take a little bigger backswing where you can generate more pace on the return. But for this first one here, I'm talking about more of an aggressive serve, strong serve, deep serve coming in, that footwork required for that particular shot. So, again, wide base, okay, creep, split, and then make sure that your momentum into the return is going forward. A lot of club level players, they kind of get maybe a split step, but then they let the ball come to them. They don't go to the ball. They don't have the momentum going forward. So that's a big one that you want to make sure, okay? So from the creep, split, forward momentum. Even if you're a little bit more open stance, you're jammed, just make sure you're getting that forward momentum into the return.